Hello, welcome back to this quick demonstration of 369 TT Intraday Circle Dot Timer tool. Here we have the blank chart, and this is 15-minute chart. It should not matter which chart you use. This is designed to help you with the basic timing module at level 1. That is why it is offered in level 1. So you have some insights into change of planetary energies as we have progressed through various other tools for day 22, A22, that is being analyzed extensively with all the tools and see what is going on. So we are going to just go down again and we will add our tools here. And the two tools we want to use here is, first of all, Intraday Circle Dot Timer, as we described, nothing to change here. And this is how it looks like. Alright, so you see there are dots on the top, and there are dots and a circle on the top. So that's what it says, dot circle timer. Why circle? It's not circle because planets not move in circle. They wobble and they move in elliptical fashion. If you look at the heavenly zodiac maps, precession of equinox, 12 houses, who owns who is reflecting who. For example, opposite of Leo is Aquarius. Leo is air sign or a fire sign. You should know that. Well, Leo is a fire sign. How about the opposition, 180 degrees? It is Aquarius. Who is Aquarius? Aquarius is ruled by Uranus. It is an air sign or water sign. Think about it. This is an air sign. So here we have two opposing forces. Leo is the self, the manifestation. Why are you here? Your ego, right? And this is just a typical ownership understanding. But if your date of birth, let's say you're born in Leo, August month, you're Leo, and you're also rising Leo, which means your ascendant is also in Leo. So you are poised to be a leader, like President Obama, for example, right? All the CEOs, leadership people, they are strong Leo. That offers the sun. He's a king, right? They are offered that persona. But if I am born, my eyes are looking at the world in the opposite direction. So who is opposing me, or what I am looking at? For that, we have to go back to the opposite side of Leo, and the house which is opposite of Leo is Aquarius, ruled by planet Uranus. It is an air sign. So one is a fire sign, other one is air sign. And that is how you see the world. You try to express your inner self by looking outward to see the world in the Aquarius fashion, which is high-tech, technology, science, air, because it's an air sign, space technology, missiles technology, nuclear technologies. Uranus is sudden change, right? You are nobody and then you become the president. You are just a social worker and you become a president, right? You are just a lawyer with no practice and you become a president, right? Sudden changes, because Uranus offers that 180-degree massive shifts. The Japanese ecosystem, right? They are Aquarius country, and they see Aquarius sudden changes, earthquakes can all be attributed to that. All right, we don't want to get into astrology here, but you need to understand that is how this is built. Just to let you know that, right? And it is just a simple map, but then it goes into very complicated stuff as we go deeper and deeper. There are 64 dimensions. We can zone into so we can have a very complex geometries, and we can run square of 9 on planets. We can do squaring of planets. We can do squaring of ownerships and friendships and dignified planets. So they can get very complicated, right? So what we are presenting at stage 1, simple for the trading community, at level 1 is this simple dot circle timer. So you should not use any tool in isolation. So what we have, as we have progressed to other price scenarios, so you have maybe a mandala, you have other things we talked about, right? So at a higher time frame, you know this location is already there. We're looking at some energy shift to punch, give it the extra punch, and there comes the punch. That is what it is. So this is one approach to how to deal with this. All right. The second thing I mentioned is, let's look into again. So our development team is doing and sharing all this work, putting the ideas into action. Is unbelievable team we have. If you have an idea, you have to first go back and test back for 10-20 years by hand and see if there is any phenomena, if there's a science behind it or just a fluke, right? Once you get to that probability of success and you can see that play out for years in the market, then you can toolify this, right? It's not about the research has to conclude first, then you toolify this. As a trader, we need to make this into a profitable enterprise by gaining that extra edge. That is what during the trading, I don't want to think about astrology, all things I am talking about. I'm even not even talking about anything, it's just scratching the surface. So how do we use it? Our purpose is how can we effectively, once our research and tools are complete, how do we use it in real life? So get that edge. This business is all about finding those unique edges, but they should be aligned with natural sciences so they can last forever. Not like those indicators, they come today and gone in a couple of years, right? And everything works, but those indicators work in the divergence space. These are predictive indicators. You can see they're plotting ahead, but you cannot do anything with just blindly trusting anything. So we need to add some philosophy on top of it or some additional confirmation. So how do we do this? So let's try this. So since we are 369, we're going to add a vertical line here. Plot vertical timelines. 3, 6, 9, 12, we add the multiple of 3. So these lines show up now. It is showing all the vertical lines at 3, 6, 9, 12, 15, 18, 21, and so forth. All right. So why do we need to do this? So let me do one thing. Let me first explain the possible trend line break which we can inject in the system. So if I'm looking for this, we already know this area market is going to come and potentially turn. I see this already there hours in advance. When market gets into my price zones, it gets into my time zone. So it's best to look at some way for a line and put some buy instead of chasing and going blindly. You can put a stop limit. So what do we do? I'm going to use this white lines. This is what it is. We are trying to generate some, give me some room kind of lines. All right. So from this bottom, I'm projecting it to the next line. Sometimes we also go backwards and we go one step down as well for daily charts. So the other tools for that, but here it is. Or I can also project it to the next one. So I have these white lines which are not actually any price point. It is projected offset of the top and the bottom to the next vertical timeline, but pinning at 3, 6, and 9 and 12, right? Frequency of 3, we are pinning at that frequency. And then after that, we say, okay, let's draw the trend line. Let's draw the trend line. So I can have these trend lines drawn like this. So here I have this timing is coming, and I'm saying, okay, if this is going to play out, let it break this line. So these are the tops. This is more of a technical trading sentiment. Let it break this. Stop loss is here, and since it is early part of it, and this is a very big target it has achieved since Sunday night, we are looking for a short. I want to keep my little bit distance and rooming myself and giving myself space so I can catch it. If you lose one time, just you can try it again. So that's the whole thing. If you're trading options, you can deal with that as well. You can do hedging also, option and futures, right? That's more of technical trading scenarios. So there it is. This is how, that is one approach, right? I'm just showing you this approach. You can use this. All right. So that the other approach is that this pivot is there, right? Sideways action is there, pivot is there. So this is also one bar pivot. Let the bar close, but this bar was very strong and closed very strongly. This is a 15-minute chart. You may have to go to 5 minutes. So you can do this. This is why you have to do the analysis on multiple time frames. You have to use 60 and 15 and 30, which we will show you in upcoming videos. The whole trading desktop, right? Multiple screens. You have 3 or 4 charts on 60 minutes. Second screen, you have the execution charts. So this is what this is designed to do. And you see here also same thing. We have a change of energy, but there is no dot, but this is still also a hot zone for reversal right here. So what we can do, same thing. We can offset it. So now 21, 24 is mid. I don't know why I didn't. I can we'll figure out how to change the code, but 24 is here, right? There's a line here. White line is here. All right. So here we have clear line of sight, and we have this offset. I can just do it from here. This offset from here, and this offset from here. I can draw a trend line. So this turn idea energy was here in this hourly zone within the 4 bars, right? This is already predicted. This is a zone of turn, and we said, okay, if you break this, I'm okay. And my stop loss is this here, and I take off from there. So I hope this makes sense. For this day, we got that move. All right, how about this taking the bottom? Now this one converged precisely to the bar and it turned, not a problem, right? So 5 minutes will give us a little bit faster entries, but you got the idea. So I'm projecting the pivots forward to this 369. Projecting this forward to 369. So one line forward, one line forward. You can also go 2 line forward. All we're doing is essentially creating kind of a Gann angle style of trend lines, but we're doing it through natural pivot based angles. So these 2 pivots are combined together to give us the edge. So if I put a Gann angle directly, right, I can draw the Gann tool here. So we already know these levels are turning. We have this Mandela bar turning. We have a lot of tools we already discussed. These levels are already marked. You should be aware of this. I'm looking at the second screen, which you're not looking at my second screen. So we already have this. We already did all those change tracking, change of what the trend, the price location. So we are aware of this. So that is how you can let market be given some room, right? Okay, so let's move it here. And this one is also moving here. This one is also moving there. All right, so let's move this. So yeah, I'm just showing you, for you don't have to do this. So now we also have other facilities called step down facility. So if you want to create a very strong slopes, which will help you do things. But here, this methodology talks about train hour is coming. So either you wait for this. Now this is a very big exhaustion bar. They're trying to get to the same level. All right, and probably break it. But we know we have price targets. We know we have some change of direction expected in price, and this is helping us boost. It is just like an energy booster. It's like you have a birthday party, you get a boost of energy. You have some events and you go to some sporting events, right? You get that extra jolt of energy. And this is what this is giving us, the jolt, right? So here same thing. This was a projected turn time and we confirmed it through this. Doesn't have to be this way. I'm just showing you one of possible ways. So this pivot, we can project it forward. We can use this pivot also, strong bottom, project it all the way here. So I need to have a starting point and how far I want to stay. Okay, so I will do from here. When market is coming here, I see the pivot, I want to see it, right? I can do it from here. I can do it from here. So these are alternate approaches. This is how, if you see Gann's chart, he has a lot of lines coming from starting point and things are happening. Flux lines are coming, energy lines are coming. So we are just trying to minimize our risk and get some extra confirmation. And trend lines are the best lines, obviously. So we went there, this broke. So this one broke and closed between, but 3, 6, 9 frequencies. So I can go a short here because this is telling us price is there. All right. So this is how we can use this tool. I hope this put some ideas into motion. And now this, as I said, has nothing to do with any time frame, because this is the wrapper on top of price and time. So you can have 1 minute chart, 10 minutes chart, doesn't matter. Thank you so much.